Now from the riverfront of the Ohio, sellout crowd has arrived at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They bring Chase in motion. Only a gain of 1 on the game's opening play. Here's a 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. He's going to let it go deep for Chase. And he will go all the way. Jamar Chase. Touchdown Bengals. Touchdown number 50 for him on the season. Well, fireworks right out of the gate here, Greg. It only takes 2 plays to put 6 on the board, and they do it with a big touchdown.
Mike, each week when we talk to teams, they emphasize how important it is to get off to a fast start. Well, this team, they took it to a new level. 2nd play of the game, big touchdown, they strike first.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. He fields it at the 8. Now an opening past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. They'll run first carry of the game for Trey Benson. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Back to throw. Down the field, he's got his tight end Okonkwo. A gain of 21 on that pass play. 1st down for Tennessee.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Battle. And the Bengals are going to get the football at their own 40.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick. to save them some points.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
Now, faking the give. Open man, downfield, Chase has it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Every staff in the league that understands that we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted. The ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him, the easier it is to weather those mistakes.
2nd and a yard. They'll send their tight end left. They'll stick with him again. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They bring Chase in motion. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
And that was just a great drive. Really from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Quick throw here is complete. Yeah. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a 1st down. Well, a big play there, and maybe a big break, too. The ball going out of bounds so they keep possession and keep a little bit of this momentum going, Greg.
We see this across the league so much now, Mike. Defenders are getting so good at ripping that ball out. Unfortunately for them, in this case, they got the ball out, but it ended up going out of bounds.
Now he's free at the 35. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. 22 yards, the pickup there. That's good for a Titan 1st down. This is an RPO, and quickly they'll hit Allen. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because Right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He's got his man. Allen with the connection. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down. Allen in motion. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up second and goal. And he'll be close to a first down, a gain of a couple as they mark him just short. Half yard, that's all they need on this third and goal. They'll run with Benson. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Trey Benson. Touchdown, Titans.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. His drive will start on the ground. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll get this complete to his man out of the backfield. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll turn and hand this one off. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Tight end going in motion here. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Third and 5. They'll try to get this one on the ground. It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts. The Bengals ready to punt this one away. Oh, yeah. Oh, how about the coverage there? Met and dropped before he can get a return going. First and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
So you decide to put the ball in the air deep in your end zone. It's fine. But the internal clock of the quarterback, it's got to speed up even a little bit more. You cannot hold the ball in this part of the field. And I'll tell you what, he takes the sack, but he's lucky it wasn't a safety.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. From his own end zone, he'll set up to throw. And it'll be brought down, but they're going to move this one out to the 25.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Back to the air again on second and 10. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by DJ Turner. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with first and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Going in the wrong direction. Now second and goal from the 12. Here's a timeout, Tennessee. It'll be their second. Now here's second and goal. Now a give up the middle.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's third and goal. Now whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. Looking for that final yard. It's third and goal. He'll try to run this one in. And he will not get in. The defense stands their ground, pushes him back, and they force fourth down. The Bengals will call out the field goal unit. This about as short as you can get. No issues there. This one is good. And the Bengals build their cushion to 10. It's now 17-7. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. He'll get across the 20, mark him down 23-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They motion the slot man left. They'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly in his 3rd and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Going up top. He's got it! And he'll be taken down at the 30. Titans going to use the last of their timeouts here.
The biggest correlation between scoring points in the NFL is your ability to generate explosive plays. And oftentimes, the best explosive plays in the passing game happen when the quarterback is outside the pocket, and great example of it here.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to get it to Okonkwo. And he's in! Chig Okonkwo. Touchdown, Tennessee. An extra point attempt to follow. It's up and good. And the Titans are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. Here's 1st and 10. They bring Chase in motion. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Fires left sideline. That is complete. And he's out of bounds. Very close to the 40-yard line. To the air now on 1st and 10. Quick throw, taken in. He's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. A handoff as they try to run it here. Room to run at the 35. And he's going to take this all the way home. Touchdown, Bengals. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away.
From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. They send a receiver in motion left. That'll be taken in. It's Trey Benson.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Going for it all. And that is incomplete.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these 2 guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire. So the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their 2nd. As the clock stops, 50 seconds to play until halftime. On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. His 2nd grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a 1st down. Connecting with his tight end, Okonkwo. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains. And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So, we're at halftime here on Sunday Night Football. As we'll get you down to Orlando now. That's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the 2nd half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. He'll look to throw. That's taken in. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Bengals have got it.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage, and I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight, but it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself, and in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover.
He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They bring Chase in motion. On play action, he'll set up to... that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
I can appreciate the idea of keeping the play alive, right? Giving as much time as possible to your targets to uncover downfield. But you also have to play to your strengths. You got to know the type of player that you are. In this case, doesn't have quite enough speed to get away and probably should have just thrown it away.
That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. Slot man in motion left. Back to throw here to begin the drive. A toss left side caught by his running back. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. He'll drop to throw. This one downfield for Okonkwo. And he will score. Chig Okonkwo. Touchdown Titans. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll begin here on the ground. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
They'll stay on the ground. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now, faking the give. This one, deep downfield for Chase. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a third down.
So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell. What that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really where you can attack it is they don't have enough guys to defend all of the underneath zones. And if you run the right concepts with the right quarterback, you can pick them apart. Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Now give on the ground. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down and 8. They'll throw out of the gun. He'll get rid of it and complete it. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a 1st down. And good work there to get the 1st down yardage, and maybe better fortune that they get the ball back and Greg retained possession.
Nice job by the back there, Mike. He's able to get the 1st down, and I know that's where his mind was, but he can't forget to protect the ball, and that's the utmost importance. And fortunately for him, in this case, the ball ends up going out of bounds.
Now they'll set up to throw. That is left side and taken in by Allen. He is in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Extra point attempt to come here. The kick is good. And the Titans will go up by 7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. They bring Chase in motion. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
They'll empty out the backfield as they come up for 3rd and a yard. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Cincinnati. They get the job done in the air. Greg, that is a play we see often. It's also a play we see work very often.
Mike, that 4 vertical route, it puts a ton of pressure on the secondary. But in order to do that, you have to give your quarterback time for those receivers to get downfield. Give credit to the offensive line. That's exactly what they did. They're able to take advantage for the strike.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That one to the sideline and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one. They send him right out of the slot. He'll get this complete to his man out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
Mike, it just seems like certain games each week just align for matchups like we're seeing today. Just 2 quarterbacks trading blow for blow, putting on a show for their respective teams. Let's see if he can finish this drive off with another touchdown following that big play.
Allen in motion. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Play clock nearly expires as they set up to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
The crowd making their presence felt. This is third down. Allen in motion. On third down, they'll set up to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Mike, the defensive line rush plan is critical when you're playing quarterbacks like this. You have to keep him contained in the pocket, because the second he gets out of the pocket, we can see what happens.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. This is intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Battle. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They bring Chase in motion. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now a ball deep, middle of the field.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackle for the loss of a yard.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Trying to get it to Jamar Chase. And it's going to be 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
They face 2nd down and 7. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. To the left side, caught by Chase. We saw him throw it like that last year in Columbus. He's got his guys a 1st down.
And these are the throws that when they evaluate young quarterbacks coming out of college, they want to see you be able to make. Everyone worries about how far you can throw the ball. And while that's certainly important, to be able to make the throws from...
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did. The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
I like like the idea of taking your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up fourth down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? And this has been such a tight game. That's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. He'll go right and find his running back. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He runs with it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Time now becoming a factor as we get to third down. They'll try and run here with Benson. And he will have a Titans first down. They're able to convert by plenty on that 3rd and 1. Taking off. And that's going to be incomplete, but there's a penalty flag on the field. We'll let the officiating crew sort this one out. They'll come up now for second down. They'll drop to throw. That's going to be incomplete. They cannot hook up there. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. Back to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Remember this one thing. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
Second down, 8 for the first down. He'll look to throw. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a first down.
And this is what you like to see if you're the head coach. Not only does your quarterback know exactly where that first down marker is, he's able to pick up the first down, but then get himself on the ground. He avoids the big hit and picks up the first down.
Quick throw here is complete. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. Here's second down. Allen in motion. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal. Here's a screen set up for Benson. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Not going for 2, they'll kick the point after. He knocks it through, and the Titans have taken a 4-point advantage. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Quick throw taken in. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Now, 2nd and 4. Into traffic, but taken in. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
And these are the moments in the game, Mike, where you need your best players to come through and make their presence felt. And that's exactly what he does there. Picks up a nice reception, good chunk of yards, and they keep their hopes alive.
Pressure time, no timeouts to stop the clock as they get set here for a big first down. He'll drop to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
Here's first down. They'll look to throw yet again. Quick hitting slant there. And he's brought down, but they are out of timeouts. So this one